Hello everybody, this is Melinda with raw-wisdom.com, and today is the, the 54th day of the Juice Feast, and I'm reading a book. This is called the Wheatgrass book by Ann Wigmore, and she was the founder of the Hippocrates Health Institute. Brian Clement and his wife now have an institute in Florida near West Palm Beach. I've been there for lunch. It's great. But for many years, Ann Wigmore had a program, the original, and she had it in Boston. Now I have another one of her books, the Sprouting book. Now, Ann Wigmore felt that the best thing anybody could do for themselves if they had an illness, and even if they didn't, was to drink wheatgrass juice. And what she loved about wheatgrass is not only was it the closest structure, like molecular structure, to blood, to human blood, but it was also easy to grow, and you could grow it in your apartment. She had another recipe that she had you make, and that was Rejuvelac. And Rejuvelac is a drink. It's a fermented drink made from wheat. And these two things she recommended, especially to cancer patients, but to anybody. And then she had something called energy soup, which was a mix of sprouts and green juices. So, many years ago, when I was first diagnosed, somebody gave me the book by Edie May, Conquering Cancer by Edie May. And Edie May was one of Ann Wigmore's clients, I guess you would call it. And Ann Wigmore put her on this wheatgrass energy soup raw food diet. And even though Edie May had been given up for dead by her doctors, she was able to reverse her cancer. So, what can I tell you? According to Ann Wigmore, that the logic of self-healing, once you understand the logic of self-healing and self-cleansing, it's easy to understand how the body can reverse even a serious problem like cancer. All that is needed is sufficient will to live and fight the disease, and enough life energy in the body, a strong enough immune system. How do you build up the immune system? First, by eliminating the things that reduce your immunity, stress at home or at work, and processed and cooked foods. Once you have taken some of the pressure off your immune system in this way, you must learn how to rebuild it. Thus, your second task is to cleanse the toxic residue of stress and bad food choices from your system with the cleansing live food diet and wheatgrass. Now, the way to make wheatgrass is to use wheat berries, organic. And there are two types of wheat berries. There's the hard red and the soft. And I left the hard red over there, but these are the soft wheat berries. So, by the way, see that? Those are my buckwheat sprouts. Don't they look great? So what we're going to do here is prepare similarly. I put some soil into the tray, and I'm going to put some of this perlite in, and then we're going to put the wheat berries in. So these are the hard red winter wheat berries. They've been sprouting. They've got little sprouts on them. So I'm going to put a little perlite in and mix it around. You really only need about an inch of soil. You don't need much soil at all. And what the perlite does is it keeps the moisture in the soil. So once you mix that around, you take the sprouted wheat right here, and whoops, I'm just gonna, I've rinsed it, now I'm gonna just spread it around. Hope you can see this. So here we go. The wheatgrass is spread around. And you don't have to cover it. Just have to spread it. Well, you don't have to cover it with soil. I am going to cover it. I'm going to cover it with a cloth. I'm going to take this towel and just cover it. And I'll let it germinate. And when the seeds start to grow, they will push up. And then I'll take the cover off, like I did with the buckwheat. And then I let them sit in the sun. And these still have a little, some of them have the shell on. And if I want to, I can go around and pick those shells off, because I really don't want to juice the shells. So, but they'll come off on their own also. So I got a nice tray here. Tomorrow I'm going to juice these.